The global AIDS epidemic knows no borders. The World Health Organization estimates that almost 3 million new people are infected every day. Education, the work of reporters, editors, broadcasters, and producers, can make a difference. That's why the National Press Foundation's Journalist to Journalist project was created. Since 2002, we've trained hundreds of our colleagues in the science, politics, culture, and economics of HIV and AIDS. A study in a peer-reviewed journal found that, overall, the J2J curriculum is successful in providing journalists with a clear understanding of the current HIV/AIDS medical research objectives and issues. The journalists surveyed reported positive community responses directly as a result of the J2J training.
My name is Fidelis. I'm from South Africa.
Hi, my name is Monica. I'm from Bolivia.
Good morning. My name is Apirabi and I'm from Thailand.
Hi, I'm Tom Paulson. I'm from Seattle.
Hi, my name is Zarina Gelu. I'm with the Guardian Weekly in Lusaka, Zambia.
This year, 55 journalists from 33 countries were awarded fellowships to attend our 4-day-long Journalist to Journalist global media training on HIV/AIDS. Chosen from more than 500 applicants, this select group traveled to Cape Town, South Africa in July to be part of our program. Afterward, they attended the 5th International AIDS Society Conference on HIV pathogenesis, treatment, and prevention. Our J2J training had 3 primary objectives. The first was to prepare the journalists to cover the International AIDS Society Conference. The conference offers a wealth of vital information. The intensive scientific focus of the meetings can be intimidating for the journalists who cover it.
I'm a journalist. I'm not a scientist, so anything that I can learn on top of what I know is great.
Linda Streitfeld is Director of Programs for NPF.
We invited top scientists and public health professionals, including several of the major presenters at the IAS conference, to talk to our fellows. They dealt with nitty-gritty science, answered lots of questions, and left the journalists much more comfortable with the scientific concepts and terminology. We also brought in representatives from the International AIDS Society itself. They gave the journalists an idea of what to expect from the different scientific tracks and how to plan their coverage based on audience and interests. And we gave them a look at the human side of this epidemic by inviting caregivers from an AIDS clinic in Cape Town and some local people who are living with HIV. They listened and they asked questions, and they came away with more understanding and more compassion. That was reflected in their work. After our training, several members of the group visited a local tuberculosis clinic to see firsthand what 2 of our experts had taught, that HIV and TB are dangerous disease partners that present a new global health threat.
The next goal of the program was to provide journalists with practical, hands-on journalism skills training. NPF staff members and other veteran journalists led sessions on story development, how to write about HIV/AIDS, multimedia storytelling, and getting beyond AIDS fatigue. Bob Myers is president of the National Press Foundation.
One of the most important goals of the J2J training is to give these international journalists a chance to interact with each other. Each one of them faces a unique challenge in covering AIDS issues in their own country. To be able to discuss, question, argue, and learn from each other makes their training more dynamic and more useful.
Learning new techniques from people that come from different cultures and techniques that can be applied to your own country and to your own public. Wow, that's great.
After 4 days of hard work and learning, our fellows graduated from the J2J program. They said they were ready and eager to cover the AIDS conference itself.
The way you have sequenced it, that initially you have this sort of theoretical exposure, and then you cover the conference. I think it's kind of good because it flags new technical issues, and then it's really up to me what I want to follow up. And it's not that it's necessarily going to lead to, say, 5 stories in the next 2 weeks. You might do something from here, and then you might go back and actually localize the content. These issues are flat, and then you do a little bit of field work, in your own country to connect it to your readership.
The brief time that the J2J fellows spent in Cape Town is just the beginning of a conversation about HIV/AIDS reporting that will continue throughout the year. The NPF Help Desk blog is updated weekly with the latest AIDS news, as well as tips for reporters covering the epidemic. At NPF, we're already planning our program at next year's International AIDS Conference in Vienna, Austria. We look forward to a fresh group of colleagues and to continuing to fulfill our motto, "We make journalists better."